Looking every bit the sick note I am. Hello, so if you have read the title of the video, which I assume you have to be here, then you know what this video is going to be about. So Monday, currently it's Sunday, I got the news that I was positive for coronavirus. Which obviously meant that no chance for Dan and I. And nothing for the next 2 weeks at least. I want to talk a little bit about my experience with it. I mean, I'm like a week in, I guess, to having it now. Still not over it for sure. But wish I'd seen a video like this. Not that I'd wish it upon anyone, but wish I'd seen a video from someone my age talking about it. It's really not. I'm really lucky because it hasn't affected me particularly bad at all, but I'm definitely starting to see some of the effects of it, and especially like how bad it could be for people that aren't in good health. My school went into lockdown last Sunday, a week ago today, and I was due to go to Champs with Dan on Thursday. I didn't actually realise, but that did mean that I wasn't allowed to go to Champs anyway, whether or not I was positive for coronavirus or not. But we thought that if I tested negative, it meant I could go, so we went and had a test for me. I had a very slight sore throat, but no other symptoms really, just a sore throat. As I said, whether I'd come back positive or negative still meant I would have been able to go, but we didn't know that at the time, so which is why I went and got tested. When I got tested Sunday night, we drove an hour to get me and my brother tested because my brother had been actually ill the week before and he'd been off school. But I mean, I hadn't showed any symptoms and he hadn't been tested previously, so we just kind of assumed it was a cold for him. It was a cold. So I can't remember when my test result came back. I think it might have been Monday morning or Tuesday morning. But anyway, he was positive, which was a bit of a shock to all of us because we didn't expect that. Leo, my brother, he was negative. So immediately it was like, oh dear, I'm gonna have to be isolating from the family. But I'd already been like hugging my mum and my dad for the last like 2 days. I mean, for the week. We're quite an affectionate family, so we were a bit like, oh dear, Grace has infected everyone. So everyone was isolating anyway. So my brother was off school, I'm off school now. I was off school anyway because of someone else in my school had it. But obviously knowing that I'd been in close contact with the rest of my family, like my mum and my dad, they went and got tested too, and actually both of them came back negative, so now I'm properly isolating. I didn't feel any of the symptoms until maybe Tuesday, and then it probably started with muscle pains for me. I got real bad muscle pains in my wrists. Not excruciating, but definitely to the point where I was like, get me some paracetamol. And that wasn't very nice, but I just kind of assumed that it was, I don't know, I still didn't really think anything of it. I didn't feel very good in myself either. I'm quite a bubbly person, but you can probably tell right now I'm not too bubbly. I definitely felt that beginning of last week. I felt really down, and that probably was due to the fact that I was in like lockdown for the next 2 weeks and couldn't see any of my friends or anything or go to Champs. And then over the last couple of days I've started to feel, I keep thinking I'm over the worst of it, and it's not. I'm probably making it sound way worse than it is. It's definitely not as bad as like so many other people are dealing with it, but definitely not nice either. I'm always really good in the morning. Like I wake up every day, and every day I'm like, oh yes, finally, like this is gonna be the day where I feel totally back to normal. I'm gonna have none of this and I'm gonna feel good. And then I get to like this time, which is about like 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's like not good. And the best way I can describe how I feel is, you know when you're swimming and water, you like do a front flip or a back flip and water goes up your nose, and that feeling after where like your nose and your sinuses and like all your eyes kind of burn, that's kind of what it feels like 24/7, so it kind of feels like I just have water in my nose, and it almost makes me want to sneeze, but it's like kind of too much pressure to want to sneeze. It kind of gives me like a stress headache around here, and my eyes are really sore, and like for the first few days my eyes were really red and swollen. I haven't had a cough at all. Like I've coughed maybe once or twice a day. I haven't had a runny nose. It kind of feels like it should be runny, like it feels blocked, but it's like I can breathe in and out properly, and I can breathe. I haven't had any breathing difficulties, which I think is the main worry in a lot of people, but I can certainly see how it would cause breathing difficulties. And then my only other real symptom has been a complete loss of all sense of taste and smell. I haven't smelled anything besides like what I guess is the smell of like my sinuses, and that's gross. Is that too much information? That's kind of the only thing I smell is like this area of my nose, and that's not a very nice smell, obviously, because it's full of Covid-19. But I haven't smelled anything in days, and that is more draining than I think I first considered. Like, not being able to smell or taste ruins food for me. I love food. If you know me in real life, you know that I eat like a literal horse. Like, I will eat everything. And now suddenly everything just tastes the same, which kind of hasn't been too good. And like, even I'm brushing my teeth and I can't taste the mint and I can't smell the mint. All I can feel is like the tingling. Or I'm like in the shower and I'm putting body wash on or like hair shampoo, and I can't smell it at all. And I literally sprayed deodorant the other day because I was like, can I really not smell a thing? And I literally sprayed deodorant like at my face. You know how that makes you cough? It didn't hit me at all. It literally just felt like I was like misting myself. Like, it was ridiculous. And every day when I wake up and I feel slightly better than the day before, I'm like, oh yeah, today's gonna be the day when I like get my smell back. But I haven't got it back yet at all. And definitely every afternoon by this time I'm not feeling too good. But that's kind of my symptoms. Everyone was asking me on Instagram, which is kind of another reason I wanted to do this video, so you could hear it from me and like actually have a point of reference. I've had no fever at all. In general, I'm quite a warm person, so I kind of am warm 24/7, whatever. But recently I felt quite cold, hence you can't see, but I have a massive electric heater in my room. I don't know if that's related or if it's just due to the fact we're going into winter. Same with my mood. I might just not be feeling as bubbly because we are going into winter and I'm at home for the next 2 weeks. But I think probably a part of it is to do with like my whole mindset is negative and not feeling too good. But that's kind of that talked about now, I guess. I want to say as well, people on my Instagram are kind of talking about how I deserved it and I had it coming because I'd seen people outside of school. Like, I'd seen my friend from Instagram and I'd been to shows, not a huge amount because luck's not on my side, but I want to say that I have been, since the beginning, following the rules. I went back to school because, I mean, I'm starting my A-levels, kind of have to. I wear a mask all day in every lesson. I only take it off outside when we're allowed to. My school is really, really strict on it. Really strict on like following the rules. I haven't seen any of my friends outside of school, like non-school friends, for weeks. The last person I saw was my friend from Instagram, Lily, like a long time ago, like almost a month and a half, 2 months. So I didn't get through that. And I haven't been in big groups. I've kept to the rule of 6. Just bad luck, I guess. I don't really know where I got it from because I don't feel like I got it through school. It could have been from a parcel. So we don't really know, but I don't want anyone to think that I'm sitting here saying all this when I just was flaunting the rules and, you know, had actually deserve it, because I don't feel like of anyone. I don't feel like I did. I feel like I just was unlucky this time, but I guess at least it's made me appreciate it a bit more, and at least I can say I had Covid-19, I guess. Yeah, so on that note, make sure you're wearing your masks. If you're my age, obviously it's so much less of a risk, but elderly people and people with underlying health issues have such a high risk of it causing complications, and you don't want to be that person that's passed it on, even if you're asymptomatic. You have to be so careful, and it's kind of your duty to follow the rules. They're in place for a reason. And this isn't just something that's going to go away in a week or so. It's going to be here for a while. So, and don't be ignorant. But I want to say as well, thank you to everyone, because I have not had a great year. I mean, in comparison to many others, I know that my year has probably been amazing, and I appreciate some of the amazing things I've got up to, but obviously with Corona and just overall, I haven't had the best luck with horses. Things have kind of gone wrong. Just annoying little things at different times, which have meant I've missed loads of events, and I haven't had an event season this year. I haven't done one single BE, and I won't now because it's over and I'm now in quarantine, which sucks because it was meant to be my first year on Bella, and it's meant to be Johnny's first year. Bella's now on a break for a bit, just letting her have a couple of months with no pressure. Then we can come out next year and hopefully have a complete restart, and you know, maybe 2021 will be our year, maybe. I don't even want to say that because I know the moment I say it, it will jinx it. I had that one event with Dan and I was looking forward to, and I really thought we were going to get out, but Mum and I had a reoccurring joke. We were like, we're not going to say we're excited for it, because the moment we say we're excited for it, that will be when it goes wrong, and lo and behold, here we are. I was meant to be there yesterday, but no, instead I was at home recovering from coronavirus. Johnny has just had a couple of issues. He wasn't quite right for a bit, or at least I didn't think he was right, but we sent him in and apparently he was fine. So I guess it was just something in the field. I'm just uber cautious about my horses. So he's back in work now. Literally the day before I came back positive for coronavirus, I was literally like to my mum, we're going to get him in some events, get him into one event for the end of the season, start going out training again. Obviously that's not going to be happening now, so I'm just trying to get him as fit as I can whilst I'm at home. Luckily, I'm so lucky that I have the horses at home because I can still ride. My whole family is quarantining with me because my dad works from home, and it just seems like the natural thing to do. It means my mum can still help me, it means I can still ride. And I'm still working like through lessons. My whole year, as I said, is in a social bubble, so they're all working from home, which isn't too bad actually. Kind of took a few days to get into it, but I mean, my friends are keeping an eye on me and like keeping up with everything, which is really nice. So if any of my friends are watching this, thank you. It means a lot, probably more than I let on. Yeah, so thank you to all of you, because this year has been a write-off in my opinion, but at the same time I've still had some amazing experiences, and so much has still happened, and I've still learnt so much, and I've grown as a person, and I've been able to share it all with you, like all the ups and all the downs and all the other stuff has been shared with you guys, and I'm really grateful for that continuous stream of support that comes in. And it's nice to know I've said it before and I'll say it again, but it's nice to know I have that little family of people that I can go to, and you guys will talk to me and I can rely on you guys, whatever. And thank you to my sponsors. I don't know if any of you guys will see this, but I've been not the best sponsored rider this year, considering I haven't had any chance to be out and about and promoting brands I truly believe in, but hopefully next year I can, you know, do a bit more of that whole stuff, and I hope in the meantime what I'm doing on social media works. And there's some exciting stuff coming up in terms of brand collaborations, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully at some point in the foreseeable future everything will go back to normal. It kind of was starting to, and then I feel like we might be going back into lockdown. We've got Halloween coming up, which I love, and I'm very excited for that, so hopefully I feel better by then. I'm sure I will, and then we can do some Halloween stuff. Maybe I can do a Halloween video. I haven't done one of those in a while. And my birthday, my 17th coming up. Probably not how I imagine spending my 17th, but I'm going to be learning to drive when I'll be 17, so that'll be interesting. And then Christmas, and then New Year, and then a clean sheet of 2021. We can just imagine 2020 never happened and restart. But I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this new YouTube video stuff, because I am posting like never before. I have nothing else to do, basically I'm bored, and I'm resorting to YouTube. But I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you guys are all well, stay safe, wear your masks, please. Please take it from someone that actually has it. It's really not nice, and it really does suck the life out of you. and it's tiring, and not being able to like hug my family and like have any human interaction is horrid. Wear your mask, follow all the rules, don't go out in large groups and flaunt the rules just because you think you're invincible. Please don't be that person. Keep on going, to me as well, me editing this, keep going, you got this. And to all you guys, you've got this too. Only 3 more months left of the year. Try and make it a good last 3 months. Trying to get Johnny all fit, and I'll probably keep Dan in work so I can do some stuff with him, because I feel like I owe it to that little pony. He's worked his butt off over the last few weeks to get himself fit for these champs, which now he can't attend, so gonna give him his chance anyway and get him out to some other shows. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do a bit of a video on here, because obviously I did talk about this on my Instagram, but I know a lot of you guys don't follow me on Instagram. I feel like my Instagram group and a YouTube group is so different. It feels like I'm talking to a whole different set of people. And anyway, if you did see it on my Instagram, I didn't really talk about actually what I experienced. So here's me doing that anyway. Very different sort of video to usual. Not a single horse clip in this. You know what, here's a photo of Johnny just to make up for the fact that there was no horse in this at all. But yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. I hope it convinced you to wear your mask and follow the rules, and gave you a bit more information, I guess, about this whole horrid thing that is Covid-19. Yeah. And my heart goes out to everyone that's had to deal with it, who isn't in good health and who's had family members who are affected by it so much worse than I am. To me, it's just a cold. It's just like a weird version of a cold, but it could be so horrible, and I can so clearly see how bad it could be for someone who doesn't have good health. So my heart goes out to you, and stay safe. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, if you can enjoy a video like this, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye!